Turn the page, live your life every day. Don't let anybody stand in your way.
Greetings, people. Mike Foster here. Look what I got here. It is another episode of Whatcha Reading. What are you reading, Mike? These are a lot of these are recent books. Today, they're all nonfiction. First one we'll talk about is called I Got Your Legends here. Got Your Legends by Mike Greenberg and Paul Hemberkides. They must work together. And this is a cool book. It talks about the Mount Rushmore, which is the top 4 players in the history of every team in professional sports, ranking America's sports franchises and their most iconic figures. I mean, you can just put it up anywhere. It ranks them by the Fabled 4, the Tier 1. These are the top 4 teams. Yankees, Celtics, Canadians for hockey, and the Packers. Now, I'd fight and say maybe put the Patriots up there or the Steelers with the Packers. They put the Steelers 8th and they put the Patriots 10th. Now, you can fight with the Laker fans. They put the Lakers 5th, Celtics 2nd. And for the Yankees, well, the only team that comes close probably is the Dodgers. They got them 13th. And Les Canadiens, I don't think they can get anything. I guess they got the Pittsburgh Penguins 17th. Other basketball teams are the Bulls, Major League Giants. But then they take each, and they have them all through there. They have a total of 124 teams, all the way down to the Seattle Kraken, believe it or not. And then they take each team. So let's just go here. I just opened it up. It was to the Boston Red Sox, one of my favorite baseball teams, well, not this year. And they say, so who would be on the Red Sox? Well, I guessed them all. It's Ted Williams, it's Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski, Pedro Martinez, and the big puppy, David Ortiz. It's a fun book to read. Fast, simple, and easy. All right. Next book I read Roy Wood Jr., called The Man of Many Fathers. Now, if you don't know Roy, he's a stand-up comic. He was on The Daily Show for years. He was on Comedy Central for years. And he's doing a show now on CNN called Have I Got News for You? He's a funny, intelligent comedian. The book is about all the men who influenced him in his life. That's why it's called The Man of Many Fathers. And he goes through, it's kind of he calls it a memoir hidden inside what does he call it? Life lessons disguised as a memoir. And I actually didn't know that much about Roy, except that he was a funny guy. He's got a lot of deep stuff in here. And it's actually a great book to read and let you know that we have more mentors than our fathers. And him and his father didn't have that great a relationship. And it's actually a letter to his son, who's a young kid, trying to tell him I don't want to make a lot of the mistakes that mentors and fathers made with me, and if I do, I want to learn from them, and I want to be the best father I can be. Beautiful book. This next one's called Snafu. This is by Ed Helms of The Office and the Hangover franchise, and also from his podcast by the same name, Snafu. Now, if you're not familiar with the word Snafu, it's an acronym for Situation Normal, all effed up. You can figure out what the F stands for. And it's a military slang, and they like to use the F word a lot in their military slangs. And it goes through history. It starts in the 1950s, I believe. Yeah, it starts in the 50s, and it works us all the way up to the present time, with the greatest snafus in the world history. And a lot of them, you shake your head at. I mean, anything from the Skylab falling out of the sky to the time, I think it was 2018, when Hawaii put out a warning to every cell phone that said that they were about to be hit by a nuclear bomb from Korea. So Talks about all the different snafus. And an interesting, fun read. I haven't seen the podcast, but watch it. Fourth book that I read was by Rob Riggle. It's called Grit, Spit, and Never Quit. It's a Marine's Guide to Comedy and Life. Now, Rob Riggle was also in the Hangover. He was the guy who said, "Not up in here!" And he's the one who tased those guys. He's also a funny guy. He was on SNL for 1 year. And he's another good, funny stand-up comic. And he talks about how he balanced being a Marine and going back and forth during his, I guess he was, in the reserves, while he pursued his life in stand-up comedy. And it took grit, spit, and he never quit. And he was actually, he joined up right after 9/11 and went to Afghanistan and Iraq. And he did time there, and he also built himself a movie career and an acting career and a comedian career. And it's a very interesting memoir about never giving up on life and following your dreams, even if they're two diverse dreams, like being in the military and being a comedian. Now this last one is by Timothy Egan, who's written a lot of good books. He's a good nonfiction writer. Now this one's called A Pilgrimage to Eternity, From Canterbury to Rome, in Search of Faith. Now, you could be a huge believer in God and higher powers, in Jesus and in everything. Or you could be someone who's just questioning faith. And I think Timothy was kind of both, as am I, because faith you just have to just buy into. But looking for the reasons for it and following the path of this pilgrimage makes you closer, makes you question more, makes you think more, but it also is a tremendous journey that I took with him from my lounge chair in my reading room versus what he did. And it's an actual journey you can take, again, from Canterbury all the way to Rome, right into the Holy City. And along the way, he visits all the shrines and talks about all the events that has happened thousands and thousands of years that have created the faiths that we all believe in and want to believe in. And a fantastic book. I suggest reading it, and it will help you to understand what faith and believing in a higher power, God, if you will, is all about. And I highly recommend this book. Timothy Egan has written a lot of other nonfiction books that I've read. Fantastic writer. So those are the books that I am reading, ladies and gentlemen, that I have read, that we are reading. I read every day. I try to read. I have a video called A Book a Week is all I ask. And I read a lot more than that. I read 60, 70, 80 books a year. And I still look around and say, gosh, I wish I could read 500 books a year. And as you can see here, I have a big book collection. Or maybe you can't see it that well, but that's fine. You know that. So keep reading. Keep watching videos. Keep digging Live Life 365. And all my socials. Until next time, peace.
Live life 365.
It's on. I've got a nice little thing going on here of a bunch of different stuff. I think it should be a little closer. Right, Francis? What are you reading? What are you guys looking at? What are you reading? You reading stuff? There's a lot of stuff to read. What we talked about.